Hi, this is Carolina Peace, and I don't know, too many bands to talk about, but you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
What we've got here is
maximum voltage, maximum power, maximum carnage. This is Maximum Threshold. Call the show at
440-709-4977.
Maximum Threshold. And here's your hosts, Dom.
He's unstable, but possibly worse. He's actually quite smart. He just makes errors of judgment along the way.
Test it.
Isly on Maximum Threshold.
When you were in the Navy out in San Diego, what ocean was over there?
The Pacific.
Come back.
go, man. That's brand new Overkill. Let's all go to Hades here on Maximum Threshold Radio. And I want to thank you for tuning in and all you crazy bastards over there on Ustream for listening to the show. So, yeah, it's really cool, man. You guys are tuning in. And let's see, man. Because it's we don't use this that often. So we gotta paste in the link to get you to the Ustream feed. Oh yeah, we got some cool interviews tonight. We got Chris Green of Tyketto is going to be on the show, probably about an hour within that. Then we're going to have Red Rain on in about 45 minutes or so. Oh man, I'm just scrambling over here. I hate it when this shit happens. You know, you come here, you come to work, and you go to sit down at your desk here at the studio, and you plug everything in, you're ready to roll, and you get ready to take control of the board, and yeah, that's what happens. Tonight is no exception. We do what we got to do, though, man. We just keep rolling through. Yeah. Oh, and I want to thank all you new people who subscribe to our brand new feed we have on Maximum Threshold on iTunes. We have an old feed that something happened with iTunes. I don't know. They made the link die. So it stopped at like at episode 479, which kind of sucked because we got like 3 more episodes that we've done since then. So that's like a month's more work. And what I had to do is I had to resubmit the show again to iTunes, and they gave us a whole new link, and it's a mess, man. But, you know, we've done this. We've had to go through this a few times before, but it just makes us, we just got to work a little harder now. Get the word out there. So that's what we're going to do. We've done it before. We're going to keep going at it. Never going to stop. Never, never, never. Episode 483 tonight for you. Plowing through, man. We're going to be making number 500 here pretty soon. Probably by the middle of this year, which is going to be pretty interesting. 17 more shows. That's 4 months. That's 4 months. Yeah. 4 a week. 4 months. 4, 10, 4 is 3 is 12. 4 months, 16. Yeah, 4 months. A little over 4 months. But we're probably going to miss a couple. It's probably going to go 5 months. So we'll probably be at Rock and Range M3 and, you know, Rocklahoma and those other the Carolina Rebellion and who knows where else we're going to be. But we're going to be all over the place this year. We got some real cool things in the works this year. We're going to be starting up a publicity arm of Maximum Threshold. I don't think we're going to go with the Maximum Threshold name. We're going to go with something else. Just because, you know, we don't want a conflict, even though we're going to be working hand in hand, but we're still going to get the job done. And we're going to go about it a different way. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I do this year really want to push the Spat Record name and start signing some more bands. And it's pretty cool. And I really enjoyed it over this past, I don't know, the last 6 months. I put out 9 records. That was including all the Morning Wagon. We got the Morning Wagon catalog out there. I have also Stymied up there. I have an MTM BOISD release that's on iTunes and Spotify and all those places where you listen. It's on iHeartRadio, which is even funnier. And I'm going to get ready to compile a bunch of the classics that we have stored here in our archives. And I'll put together like a couple, maybe like a 3 CD release. So people probably be like 50 or 60 songs that we've had over the years. That's everything. You're talking about stuff with Dan. We're just going to put all that together, and we know with the Michael and Dave and whoever else. Kevin, I think, was in on a couple. And we might even, I don't know, I don't think we could really pull in the one we did with LA Guns or Sebastian Bach. I don't know. I'll look into that. I think that's kind of an iffy gray area, which I don't think we'll be able to pull off. But all the other stuff, though, man, be prepared because it will come to fruition. And I'm going to be getting a hold of Michael here pretty soon because we're going to be doing his putting together his other piece that is it's going to be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to this. This is all his the Gaseous State CD. I'm going to let him have free reins of this. I want him to send over his best farts that he's got, the music that was put along with it, and we're going to put it out there for people to buy. You could do anything you want, the ringtones or whatever, and all the money goes exclusively to the Michael Strong Foundation, the Taco Bell Fund. So keep your eyes on the site. Like they used to say back then, keep your eye on the prize. It's going to happen. I just got to find the time to put all this together and make it something worthwhile. I've got to put together a cool project. I got a couple other things in the works too. I don't really want to talk about it yet, but it'll be pretty cool this year. So what I would like to do is another couple of live shows of Maximum Threshold on the road like we've done in the past. We used to do this every year, but this past year and last year we didn't do anything. It was all a financial thing, and just with our local venues moving around and shuffling and everything, kind of make things a little difficult for us to really jump in the mode and to do this. And plus, a bunch of the artists were being dicks about it. Really, that's the big part about it. Because all we're going to be doing is just stand there and broadcasting, and then having the mics out there and broadcasting their show and doing like a video stream. We've had a blast over the years doing this, man. We had Kill Devil Hill. They did one of our anniversary shows. Sebastian Bach did a show. Accept. Let's see, who else? Oh, we also had The Skull did one. And, you know who else did it? Anvil did one too as well. So we're going to get back in the track of this and do this again. It's been a while. So I got to get everything back together, get our stuff all ready to roll, to go out on the road. Because when we were doing the Rock and the Range thing and broadcasting, I used to take the whole setup. I mean, not the stuff here in the studio. I have a portable unit that I would take out with the laptops and the mics, and have a little portable mixer and a little webcam and all that. I haven't looked at that stuff in a couple of years because I really dumbed it down going to Rock and the Range. Because we'd set up all this stuff, and then somebody has to watch it. And I would notice the internet would suck out there. When you got 100,000 people out there using internet, they'd suck up all the bandwidth. Then you'd be screwed. And you're like, what can you do anyways? You could what the laptops are really good for is charging your phones. So you couldn't do much of anything. And that's where we came up to the point where it was like, let's take one laptop with a webcam on it, and it's already built into it, and we'll just let it run, just let it play, and let it run on Ustream, and just let it roll. We'll roll with it. Yep, that's what we would do, and that's probably what we're going to do again. So, yeah, that's it. So once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. I was hoping I wasn't peaking on you guys. I'm going to turn the volume down here. There we go. That should be a little better on your ears. So once again, thanks again for tuning into the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. We're live tonight here in Daytona Beach, Florida. And we have some pretty cool stuff going on here. We got the race car stuff going on, and they got some horse races going on, and whatever is going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. So, yeah. Got interviews tonight with Red Rain as well as Chris Green of Tyketto. I really haven't heard much of Chris's Green stuff that he's done, and it just recently got turned on to it. I'm like, damn, this guy is really damn good. I enjoyed his stuff from Tyketto and all that when they got the new release out, but I got to say, man, I got to really check out his, a couple tracks off his new one, Unveil, and it's pretty damn good. If you're a guitarist and you like instrumental stuff, man, you got to check this out. It's pretty good. I want to thank Jeff Kiss for tuning in. I think we're ready to roll now because he's listening. And I'm glad that we were able to make that happen, to have him on board, to listen. So this show is dedicated to him, to Jeff Kiss. And once again, if you're listening to us on Ustream, the reason you're listening to us on Ustream is because we can't grab our feed off our server. So I can shut it down and I can take control of it. For some reason, it just doesn't want to say in licensing error, and I don't know what the hell that means. It's got to be something doing with this and with the program itself. So I passed the word on over to the administrator and let him know what's going on, and maybe sometime next month we'll get it fixed. Oh, man. So until then, you get to hear my sparkling, my golden voice here on Ustream. And we haven't been on Ustream in a while, so I'm over here recording it. And I was looking at how many listeners and viewers we've had. Over 44,000 of them, which is pretty interesting. We blew up there for a while, and we used to do this exclusively on Ustream. That was pretty wild. We had a lot of friggin' people listening in. I haven't seen your Wendy's redhead in a while, Mike. So Margot Robbie needs me to plow her keister. Oh, interesting. I'm just reading texts that are coming into the studio. So if you're listening right now, this is episode 483 of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. How many minutes of this have I been yakking? Because I don't want to talk that much. Let me get back to the tunes. Let me play some music. Let me see. I filled the board up with a bunch of old stuff. And I got some new stuff too as well. Let me get this guy off our board. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, so if you're signed up on iTunes with us, with our new feed, please go there and leave us a 5-star, 6-star, whatever the hell that is, just so it makes us look good. I know what we sound like, but we need to fool some people into listening to us. Let me take a little break here. Let me knock out some of these commercials so we ain't got to listen to them later. And we'll be back after this here on Maximum Threshold. Thanks for tuning in, man. It means so much to all of us here at the Maximum Threshold in Honda Studios. Phone lines are open. Call us now, 440-709-4977. Once again, the call-in line in the studio here is 440-709-4977. But be prepared. You call, you will be on the air.
Have a smartphone, iPod, iPad, or even Roku? Grab the app, tune in, and search Maximum Threshold and hear the show live directly from your device.
You want to follow Maximum Threshold Radio, you can do so. You can find us at MaximumThreshold.net, Facebook, Facebook.com/Maximum Threshold Radio, Twitter at Max Threshold. You can also get us on YouTube at YouTube.com/Maximum Threshold. Pretty damn simple, huh? Check us out. Follow us. Be part of us.
Missed the live show? Go to StitcherRadio.com and search Maximum Threshold and listen in today. That's Maximum Threshold and Stitcher Radio, a match made in heaven.
Now it's time to rewind it. Turn that bitch back, rock back to some old stuff for you.
Hi, this is Carlos Cavazzo, and you're banging your head with Maximum Threshold.
Yeah, Quiet Riot with Love's a Bitch. It's off Mental Health record releases. Oh, yeah, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. I want to thank all of y'all for listening and tuning in. Tonight, that's right, we are live in Daytona Beach. Yeah. Let me do this. Let me get this over with out of the way. Wait, what the hell's in my pocket? I was looking for my Bluetooth. My Bluetooth was in my pocket. Okay, be back after this.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and this is your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News Report. American Grimm have released a new song called Concrete Jungle on YouTube. It is off their upcoming album Freak Show, which is out on February the 24th. And Oceano have signed with Sumerian Records and are set to release a new album on the label in the spring. They're currently in the Nook recording studio laying down the tracks. You can catch them live on the Revelation Tour as they hit the road with Slaughter to Prevail, Aversion's Crown, Spite, and No Zodiac in the spring. And Lorna Shore released a music video for the title track of their new album called Flesh Coffin, which is now out. They're currently touring with Carnifex, Despised Icon, and more. And Metallica have released almost a 10-minute long video as they took a look behind the scenes as they filmed the music video for the song Halo on Fire. You can check that out now on YouTube. Continuing with your MaximumThreshold.net rock and metal news, Architects have teased a short clip of their upcoming video for the song Gravity on their Facebook page. The video is out on Tuesday, February the 21st. And Papa Roach have set May as the month they hope to release their new album. It will be out through 11/7 Music. They've released the single for it titled Help, which is on YouTube now. And finally, Fit for an Autopsy have released a new song off their upcoming album, The Great Collapse. The song is called Iron Moon, and you can watch it on YouTube now and purchase at digital retailers. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Z, and this has been your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News Report. Ron. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Another time, another week. It goes by that we get to Ron's Rock and Metal News Report here exclusively on Maximum Threshold Radio. You can catch him over there on YouTube. I know he's got a page all over on Facebook as well. But they've been doing this for years with us, and I really appreciate it, man. And I learn a lot from it, too, because I don't listen to it until the showtime right along with you guys. So, yeah. Let's see, got about another 15 minutes. I forgot an interview with Red Rain. So, it's going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to this. We only got them on for a few minutes, and then we're going to have Chris Green call in a quarter after. So I hate to be rushing them off, but hey, that's how the publicist set it up. It's going along with the man with the plan. So I got this. I got some new stuff for you to check out tonight. I got a lot of new stuff on the board here, and I got a bunch of old stuff that I want to be tossing your way. They're like little grenades of love songs. So here you go, man. Check. Say, hey, you got done hearing. Let's see, what did we hear tonight so far? Oh, you heard some Quiet Riot. Then you heard me talk for damn 15 minutes. Be back after this here on Maximum Threshold Radio.
Hi, Stephen Piercy from RAT. You're listening to MaximumThreshold.net.
Hello.
Brand new Stephen Piercy. Right here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, it is. So I had like 12 seconds left on the song. Passion Infinity. That's brand new off the new Stephen Pearcy release, and I'm glad we were able to play that for you guys. For a lot of people who have not listened to it yet, get your asses out and get it. Go on iTunes and download it. iTunes, and I think it's on Google Play Music or whatever, and all that good happy horse shit places. Wherever you can get music at these days, get the new Stephen Pearcy release today and listen to it tonight and listen to it again tomorrow. If you do that, you'll make everyone happy. And shoot us a message saying, man, I bought this release because I heard it on your show, and this is what I think of it. If you do that, cool. I got a contest here I'm about to give away. I have a Hatebreed autograph poster here from the Concrete Confessional. I'm going to give away to one lucky listener. So all you got to do, man, is just text the show 440-252-0058. Once again, it's 440-252-0058. And just say, I win, and I'll text you back, and I'll get the deets from you, and we'll ship this off to you. So, but I'll let you know if you win or not, okay? So, or okay, I got to do this official. Here we go.
Hey, it's contest time. Be the second person to text the show at 440-252-0058 wins. That's right, call number 2, 440-252-0058. Shoot us a text and you'll win.
That's right, you will win. You will. Indeed. And if you're the second one, I'll shoot you over. I'll even mail you out a pic. A picture of me on a guitar pick. How's that? I don't think you want my daughter's got some too made up. She's going to be something. I'm looking forward to that. Look at my money bag. My money girl. I got a guitar pick here from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm just thinking about unloading this to you guys. Any of you guys out there want it, just message me. Say, give me that damn pick. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty sweet guitar pick. Only if you're a guitar player or if you collect them. If not, you don't need it. Oh, here's some guitar picks. A whole bunch of them. Oh, these are Dominic Arini's with Morning Wagon on them. Yeah, you gotta be somebody special. Working on Michael, picking up that endorsement so we can get some free drumsticks. Yeah, it's all about that. Gotta do what you gotta do. So, what are you guys doing tonight? Yeah, I'm just hanging out here with you guys. Just hanging out, doing the show. And I heard that Phil Verone just picked up as the drummer spot in the Red Dragon Cartel. Man, you don't want to play drums for them. Jason Bittner wanted to do drums. God, he would have been perfect. But talking with the guys in the band there, they had a different direction. They want a different type of drummer. Man, they should have went with Jason. God, that'd have been so cool. I think Jake would have shined off that with that. But we'll see what happens, man. Phil Verone's he's a good guy too. Phil the Bone Verone. So yeah. Let's see. It's 8:52. Let me see. I'm looking at my board. What do I want to play for you guys? Let's do this. We're going to push out a new release again. Let's do this. This is some brand new Armored Saint for you guys. It's off their new one, Carpe Sheephead, or whatever the hell it's called. Carp in Kia and Maserati. Yeah. Be back after this here on Max and Threshold Radio. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm glad you're listening, man. Because if you weren't listening, you wouldn't hear me anyways.
Hey there, this is Joey Vera from Armored Saint and Fate Warning. And you are listening to MaximumThreshold.net.
There you go, man. That was some brand new Armored Saint off the Carpe Day Catfish, whatever the hell it's called. I don't speak Latin. I speak everything else other than Latin. Sorry. Carpe Rectum, Setergocious, Supercalifragilistic. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying. I don't know. Oh, it's Carpe Noctum. I was close. Okay, Carpe Noctum. What does that mean? This is live? Or, I don't know. I guess they're going for the European listeners this time. I don't know. Don't ask me. What do I know? I'm just your host here on the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. And I'm glad you're tuning into this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show, because we are super duper live tonight, playing all your hits from the past, the future, and the present. So I want to thank you all for tuning in and listening. Hey, and for you guys who are listening to us on TuneIn Radio right now, you're not. So I just want to throw that out there. You're listening to another show. I think it was last week's or something like that. Let's see. You know what's really messed up? I'll tell you what's really messed up. So, for some reason, I lost all my emails before January 1st. Before January 3rd. I have absolutely no clue what the hell happened to them. They just all gone. I need them. Oh, I can tell you what it means. Carpe de noctum. That means seize the night. Thanks, Jeff Kiss. That guy knows every fucking thing, man. Everything. Damn, he is so smart. You know why? Because he's got a beard, long hair, and he's 7'2", and you can't teach that. Just want to throw that out there to you guys. Damn. That damn guy is so freaking smart. I'm serious. And you can't teach that. That's something you just don't, you just don't learn, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, let's see if we get some information on this new record. On this new Carpe Noctum, Carpe Rectum. Having toured with Metallica, Whitesnake, Alice Cooper, The Scorpions, and many other artists since their inception of the 80s, Armored Saint has always been a highly regarded live act, not only in their hometown of LA, but also around the world. The only official release to capture this, however, is 1989's live album Saints Will Conquer Until Now. After reforming with the original lineup in 1999 with Bush, Joe Vera, Phil, and Jeff, and Gonzo, the really subsequent albums La Ranza and wins hands down, and Armored Saint has delivered heavy metal mastery around the globe, joining the likes of Saxon, Metal Church, and even Queensryche in November, December 2016 on the road. Of all these performances, the band recorded their 2015 Wacken Festival sets, as well as their headlining show in Aschenfagen, Germany, with the intention of giving fans another live release that holds up to Saints Will Conquer. It's pretty good. They got some good stuff on there, man. They're saying the track to listen to is March of the Saint, and we all know that because we listened to it already. They also say they recommend Rain of Fire and Last Train Home. I didn't even know that was on there. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Armored Saint will return to Ireland and the UK this March, appearing for some cities for the first time before playing select USA dates. In May, Joey Vera says, "We're really looking forward to playing the select UK shows in March. We've never played Dublin, Manchester, Birmingham, or Wales, so we're super excited to play in these places, as well as in Belfast, which we'd played only once before. We get a lot of requests from our UK fan base, and since we're offered the headlining spot at Hammerfest, we decided to hit some of these other UK cities, so here we go." And obviously Joey Vera does not talk like that, but so I just wanted to just change my voice a little bit. If you didn't know that, that wasn't exact the voice from Joey Vera. Maximum Threshold Radio, you're on air.
Hey, Dom, it's Sam. Hey, Sam.
Red Rain.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Oh, pretty good, man. I was just playing some new music. I was playing some new Armored Saint, and I played the new Stephen Pearcy a few minutes ago as well.
Oh, cool.
So what's going on, man?
Not much, brother. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Just trying to recover. we got some problems going over here with our.
That's good to hear.
We got some problems going on over here with our server, so we were forced to go on Ustream the broadcast instead of going through TuneIn Radio. So I had a good thing I had protocol to bounce back and jump into something else to get us out there so people can actually still hear. But we're still broadcasting it, but we're also recording as well. So we got backup and we're still rolling with it. So that's where we're at.
Yeah,
right now.
because I'm kind of listening to the show and I hear your Killer Bee interview.
Oh, that's last week. So that's on TuneIn.
Really?
So, yeah. So I got.
Am I on the wrong site?
Are you listening on TuneIn? Or is it?
I am listening. I just went to MaximumThreshold.net.
Oh, I got you. Okay. If you close that player out and you go to the Ustream one, it should be like right above it. Right, I think it's like right below the search. It should say live Ustream on the right hand side.
Your phone's going in and out.
Yeah, it's this damn Ustream feed.
Let's see. Hold on. Is it on your? It's on your website.
Yeah.
I don't think I see. Listen live. Oh, there it is, live on Ustream.
Yeah. So that's the one we're broadcasting on. I think we're actually.
Oh, it's playing a.
You get a commercial first.
It's playing a commercial.
Yeah, Ustream does that because if you don't pay for their premium, we haven't used it in over a year or something. It's just something we use as a backup when our regular stream goes down, and we'll jump on that in there just so people who are dedicated listening to go to the site and they can just listen to what's going on. But we'll still get everything, after the show's over with tonight. We'll still upload it and make it available for people to download and be on iTunes and Google Music Player, whatever the hell that is, and it'll be all over the place.
That's cool.
As well.
Awesome.
Okay, man, we just got a few minutes here, man, so let's jump right into this and talk about the band.
Oh, excuse me one second.
No problem.
Go right ahead.
So let's talk about the band. Let's talk about Red Rain, man. And for the people who aren't familiar with Red Rain, you want to give them a quick brief on the band?
Sure. We're a four-piece band out of Richmond, Virginia. We are a sort of melodic hard rock band. We had put out, and I'm going quick, so we had put out a CD called Chasing Shadows about 4 years ago. And in the interim part, we're trying to sell that as it went along, and we hooked up with Chip Ruggieri of Chipster PR.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, we moved forward, and I'll delve into this a little bit more, but we just put out a brand new EP with Chip and some other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a self-titled called Red Rain.
Nice. Yeah, I got a chance to listen to a few of the songs that I have, and I'm pretty damn impressed with it. Is this the first release that you have out?
No, this is the second release. So what we did was we had a first release out a while back ago. We did a full-length 10-song CD, and then we, again, hooked up with Chip, and so we took 5 of the songs off the original CD, and we got hooked up with David Ivory, who was a producer with Hailstorm and had produced with the Roots, and he's Grammy-nominated producer and great to work with. And so what we did is we took 5 songs that we thought were the best songs off the original CD and reworked them, took some parts out here, added some parts here, and that is what is now the new EP of, again, it's just self-titled Red Rain.
Gotcha. I got somebody just messaged me right off the bat asking about the band. They're like, since you're from Richmond, Virginia, ask how he likes his Waffle House hash browns.
I'm sorry, say that your phone went out. I'm sorry, what?
They're asking, how do you like your Waffle House hash browns?
I used to like them scattered, smothered, and was it scattered, smothered, and I don't remember the other one was, which is everything loaded into them. But I haven't gone to Waffle House in like 5 years.
I almost went today because it's right down the street from me, and I almost went.
I thought about it, and I ended up going to some taco place instead. And went to eat better.
Unfortunately, there's some other newer places that opened up here, but that's funny. But if they know that Waffle House is one of those good, and this as well as everybody knows, and I heard you're a musician too. Waffle House is a good 3 a.m. thing, but it's not a regular restaurant thing.
That'll definitely clean your intestines out big time.
Yes, it would. That's a great question.
Okay, so go back.
Go ahead.
Back to the band here. Talk a bit more about how you put that together.
Yeah. So again, and I'll elaborate a little bit more now. So we hooked up with David Ivory through Chip, and what we did was David, who was just wonderful to work with, and anybody who's into music could be listening to your show who might not know David is, please check him out. I mean, just a wonderful producer and wonderful guy. And when you hear that you're going to work with a guy who has those sort of credentials, you're sort of a little worried that it's, hey, you know what, it's my way or the highway. We're going to do it this way, and you're here for a reason. But it was never like that. He never took away the integrity of the songs, which was awesome. Because when you write songs, they're your babies. But he understood that. He did, when we did speak to him, the arrangements were a little off, and that's really what we did. We arranged the songs better so that they streamlined better and they flowed better. Mm-hmm. And it really makes a difference on the EP. I think the songs are better, and it's more, not that the other CD wasn't good, but this is more listener friendly in my opinion.
Gotcha. And who was that, a producer again?
David Ivory.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. You did say.
And go to his website. He's got a video. It's unbelievable. And that's when I first heard him. It's like a 15-minute video. If you're a musician, watch it. I mean, the way he describes the process of what he does, and it's just wonderful. And he's such a great guy. We built a really good rapport right. I'd say the first hour or two we were there. So it was great.
How do you guys come up with the money for a producer? Because you guys, how long have you been around?
So, we've all been in the scene in Richmond for years, but Red Rain's only been around for 4 years.
Okay.
But I played in and out of bands for 20-some-odd years. Bubba and Larry. Bubba's a lead singer, guitar player. He's been in and out of bands. Larry's been in and out of bands, and so is Stevie. So, and Bubba and I have played in and out of bands since 2000. But we formed Red Rain. Bubba and I formed Red Rain in 2012. But it was more of it really started as, hey, let's just see if we can write some songs and see where it goes. And that took about a year.
Yeah.
So I really tell people we started in 2013. But it was just sort of luck and sort of finding the right people to fit what Bubba and I were looking for.
Gotcha. So what's the plan that you guys have for this year?
Well, the plan is to obviously we want to get the name out there. We obviously want to get the CD out there, and so everything that I can do to do that, interviews, or I can just let people know that the music is on iTunes and Spotify and everything else. That's every downloadable site, and after we kind of keep getting the name going and getting the songs going, we would like to play some shows, and so we're building that now. We've got some shows we're working on that we're trying to get on, some of the bills we're trying to get on. So that's really the game plan, to just to keep plugging away. I just like I was telling somebody the other day, it's like building a house. It's brick by brick.
Oh,
so we're trying to take each step at a time and methodically do it that way.
Gotcha. Is there any plans to do any festivals or anything like that this summer?
We would love to do festivals. I mean, that's really what our number one thing is.
Yeah.
But still sort of being more of an unknown name than a known product. It's still hard, but we're getting there. Again, we're knocking down some doors. The last couple months have been great for us. We just finished a show about a month and a half ago. We played with Lita Ford in this area, so that was a great show for us. And we're working on some bigger shows. As long as we keep knocking on some of these doors, I think this year might be a little bit out, but I think next year we're going to try to hit some festivals, and I really hope that's where we're going to be.
Nice, man. I hope the best for you guys. Your music is real catchy, real hooky, and I think it's something that's going to stick along, and hopefully the mainstream will pick up with it as well.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, and and real quick for me, I really believe that there is, it's a 5-song EP, but there's something for everybody in the hard rock world, and we have what we call the radio friendly song, which is Not That Way, and some harder stuff on there, and then we have the proverbial sort of melodic rock love ballad that always got to go. You always got to have one. Oh, yeah. So we have one, but it's a real kick-ass song, and we're proud of it. And you have some people who don't like hard rock but like one of our songs and so on. I just think it's a lot for everybody that likes rock and roll. Yeah. And so take a listen. If you don't like it, hey, understandable, but I think you will like it.
Gotcha. Just a couple more things here. We'll let you get going there.
Sure.
How can people get a hold of your music?
Sure. So I think I mentioned earlier, and I'll mention it again. We are on all the downloadable sites. We're on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google. So that's one way. You can. We are getting ready to set up a site where you can actually buy the physical CD on our website. But the website is redrainband.com, and that's REDREIGN band.com. We're also on Facebook at Red Rain Band, and we're on Twitter at Red Rain. If somebody wants a physical copy now, and feel free to email me, I'll give out my email address. Even if you don't like the stuff, feel free to tell me that too, is redraininfo@gmail.com.
Nice. And what's your website that people can go to?
Sure, it's Red Rain Band, and again, it's REDREIGNBAND.com.
Nice. Okay, I have a couple songs here lined up here. I have Not That Way and I have Toxic. Which one would you like me to play for you?
Let's. I think for sort of the mainstream, I think we should just do Not That Way.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, can you do us a quick favor?
Sure.
Can you do a promo ID for our radio show? Just say your name, the band you're with, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it, and don't put no thought into this.
All right. So the name. So my name, the name of the band. I'm listening to Maximum Threshold, and what was the last part?
And then throw some crazy out at the end of it, and don't put no thought into it.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready. Or am I ready?
Yeah,
Are you waiting on me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, here we go. Hey, this is Sammy Lee, drummer of the band Red Rain, and you're listening to MaximumThreshold.net, and rock your ass off to the songs that Dom is playing.
Yeah, it was perfect. Hey, man, we definitely want to get you back on, and we have more time to schedule. So maybe like in a couple more weeks or something like that, we'll pull you back on here, and we'll get more in depth, and we could really talk about, the Waffle House and everything else and the band. How's that?
That would be great. But you know what? Before I do that, when I know I'm doing that, I'll be sure to go to Waffle House and try the menu. Like I said, it's been 5 years, so at least I have something to talk about.
Sounds good, man.
Dom, thanks for your time. Thanks for helping us spread the word. I hope everybody likes what we do.
No problem, man. Have a good evening.
You do the same.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Maximum Threshold, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Chris Green.
Hey, Chris, what's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Oh, pretty good, man. Just hanging out here. Just had a band on here called Red Rain. Just had them on just like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, nice. Good band?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good, man. Pretty rocky.
How you been?
Pretty melodic, hard rock kind of thing. Something you hear on the radio.
Great. What kind of stuff?
Yeah. Well, your new stuff, man, your solo stuff there is pretty. That's pretty badass.
I'm glad you like it, mate.
Oh, and I just recently got turned on to that. I'm like, damn, man, this is some really good stuff. That's kind of stuff I like to cruise around and just put the pedal down and just listen to that and just dream off into it, man. It's pretty heavy shit.
Yeah, it's good lead foot music.
It is. So what's going on, man?
Well, I'm just I'm sitting in. I've got myself a new little Black Star amp, and I'm just sitting in front of the fire playing guitar, just treading up and down scales.
How's that Black Star doing? What model do you have?
Actually, I just got this little combo practice amp thing. It's one of those like stereo 20s.
I got
so
you.
It's got stereo effects built into this like tiny little combo practice amp. I love practicing like that with low volume. It's good couch stuff.
Have you tried the new Marshall Code amps that they got out?
No, I haven't.
Man, they got the modeling all inside of it and everything. It's pretty sweet and it's cheap too. They have a 25 watt, a 50. They got a 100 watt, and then they have the 100 watt amp, the head as well. And it's pretty cool. It goes into like I want to say it has like 100 different presets in it. It has all their different amps that they've had.
It's a modeling amp.
Yeah, and it has the Jubilee amp with it, and it has
ooh, nice. That's probably my next purchase. By the way,
man,
I'm probably going to get an old school Jubilee.
Oh, those are sweet, man. And I got the DSL 100. We use with my band.
What I play all the time.
Oh, I love that amp. That amp has some balls to it.
The old school ones, though, man. Yeah. You have to have the old model.
I know. I got to come up with some money to get it. And I had the opportunity to, I had like $900 to play with. I'm like, can I get those 2000 or should I get that DSL 100H? I think I'll go with the DSL right now. So I know the JCM is going to cost me a lot more, but.
Yeah, those DSLs, man, the reason I started playing them in the first place is because every festival that we went to, they were the box standard amps that would always be there. So I was like, do you know what? I might as well change over and start using these things and get used to them, because there's no point me playing through, like, I had an EVH here and a Framers and a couple of different Marshall amps. And I was like, do you know what? Let me just get used to using this one. Then when I turn up at a festival, I can just dial in my sound and I'm ready to go without even needing a sound check.
Oh, yeah. The DS, they're so easy, man. All you crank it all the way up, and then you just roll with it. You just tune down, pull down and stuff.
And I keep them on low gain as well. Yeah. Like, I probably don't go above 6 on the gain on those.
Yeah, and they don't feedback either, which is really good. Shocking.
I know. Well, only if you want them to. If you stand in front of them, then you get good feedback.
I got this AVT 50 that I picked up, and those things are they're pretty wild for what they are, as being like the hybrid Marshall from, I think, like maybe about 10, 15 years ago, whatever. And those things I just noticed they have a fan inside of them, and it kind of blew me away, because I never saw an amp that had a fan inside of it.
Well, they should have put them inside the DSLs as well, because like the old DSLs, which are the good ones, they've got an overheating problem. So you'll go through the amp will bust on you at least once in its lifetime.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Got to replace some heat sinks and stuff.
Sorry to give you the bad news. It's going to happen.
Well, I'm glad I don't put a lot of hours on it, so it probably lasts me a lifetime. I've been using these apps on my phone. Yeah, this Tone Bridge amp that I use with an iRig. Are you familiar with iRigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I write in my phone, and I use Tone Bridge. Tone Bridge, they have like probably over 100 different, I guess you would say, like little like songs and bands, and the way their guitars were music is put together. There's like sound effects, like they'd have like a Van Halen song sound, so they'd emulate what Eddie Van Halen's guitar was, and blah 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 blah. And I think that's one of the best ones that I found, and it's a free app on there too.
Yeah, technology's kind of almost running away with us as far as these amp simulators and stuff is concerned. I see more and more people out on the road using campers now, you know, because they don't want to drag their gear around, and you know, it may not be as good as the actual amp in the terms of, you know, response and being able to quickly adjust, you know, on stage. But you know, I've seen Queens use them. I've seen so many of these bands just, you know, just getting on that one. I'm a purist, so I'm still staying away from it.
Yeah, I basically just run right straight into like my DSL, and I use an overdrive and a wah pedal, and that's about it. And maybe I'll throw in there.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need.
Yeah, just straight, because the more stuff you put in there, it takes that signal away from you, and it kind of sucks. I'm a total meat and veg player, mate. When it comes to, if people come up to me and they say, "Oh man, how'd you get that guitar sound?" I'm like, I literally just plug my guitar into the amp. I've got like a tuner. I've got a like a TC Electronic flashback delay for when I'm doing solos and stuff. But the sound is just the guitar and the amp. You know, that's just the way I like it. It's less to go wrong. Yep. And your sound, man, is perfect. And
I appreciate that.
You do, man. And you know, been following your music for years, and you know, with your other band, and man, you are the guru when it comes to guitar playing.
Thanks, man. I don't know about that. There's a lot of good players out there, and they're getting younger and younger.
Do you put together like a little dojo kind of thing where you get people coming in and you're doing training sessions with them?
I wish. I used to teach, actually, for many years. I taught in colleges in England.
Oh, sweet.
And had some great students as well, you know, guys that went on to, you know, tour and, you know, actually make a living out of it. It was good to be part of that. I was like their little release, you know, a bit at school, and they'd be doing geography and science and stuff, and then all of a sudden it was guitar lessons with me, you know, and I'd be at this posh college just dressed the way that I dressed, you know, jeans, long hair, band T-shirts, all this kind of stuff. And they just want to come in and half the time just talk about, you know, what's it like on the road? You know, I'll tell them a few tour stories. And it was good fun. I still love doing it.
What was the main reason why you picked up the guitar?
My dad was a musician. He was quite a successful musician. He was in Cliff Richard's band, you know, Chuck Berry and stuff like that. And so, you know, from he played because he was born in 1944, and he started playing in bands in 1959. I think he played in 7 decades before he passed away. So I grew up around live music. I grew up with him being on TV all the time, and him being on the road. And you know, sometimes his bands would play like residencies in Switzerland, so he'd drag the family over to Switzerland with him. And I always grew up around music, so it was just, I guess, it was just bound to happen that it was that some instrument was going to attract me. And really, he had an acoustic guitar in his office, and I used to just go in there and like bang away on it, not knowing what I was doing. And in the end, he was like, "Look, if you're going to bang on that thing, I might as well just teach you how to make it sound, not say chords." And I was 11 at the time, and I just completely ran with it.
I hear you now. I remember when I first started playing, and it wasn't even because I wanted to play guitar. I wanted to use the guitar. Like my mother got me an acoustic guitar, and she signed me up for guitar lessons. I know what she was doing. She was using it to get me the hell out of her hair. So I would walk. I'd go walk into the guitar class. But on the way, I'd have cigarettes hid inside my acoustic. So I would use that, and I would use that as a way to smoke cigarettes. I'm like 9 years old, walking the street with a guitar, smoking cigarettes, going to guitar class. That was the main reason. Never put it down since.
Right, there you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, my brother did the same thing.
I used to have a lot of my students, you know, say to me, yeah, my parents have said that I should start on the acoustic guitar, and, you know, is that the right way to do it? And, you know, I said to him, I've got to be honest with you, I think it's a cost thing. I think parents generally don't mind spending $30 on an acoustic guitar they don't want to go and spend like, you know, $150 on an electric guitar. So now electric guitars are so cheap. I used to tell the parents, look, really, you're better off with an electric guitar because you can just unplug it whenever you want.
That's it.
You know?
Take your cord.
Get them on it straight away rather than having to go through this kind of rite of passage of banging away on these acoustic guitars with like 2-inch action, you know, like forcing calluses, you know, on your hands.
Yeah, that's it. What was your first amp?
My first amp was, let me see, it would have been one that I borrowed from my dad. So it would have been like a PV Bandit, you know, one of those things that sounds like a wasp, like a swarm of wasps in a jar.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the worst kind of sound. But the first real amp I got was like a solid state Laney. And I stayed on Laney for quite a while, actually. One of my favourite amps was the Laney VH100. It's a really, really good amp. Paul Gilbert. It's basically like the 3-channel version of what Paul Gilbert used, you know, the GH100. So really good amps, man. A little noisy, but I'm telling you, they're just like for playing lead guitar, really great tone.
I remember my first amp that I had. It actually wasn't a real amplifier. It was a home stereo. It was with a turntable. It was one of those it was called Electrolux. So it had the record player and had the radio with it. And so what I did was I took the wires that went to the needle and I spliced them. And I took a guitar cord and I tied them to it. And I was able to play my guitar through my stereo. It sounded like crap, but
it sounds like the kind of story that ends in someone getting electrocuted.
I never got zapped from it. As far as I remember, I did have a lot of memory loss though, so maybe I did get zapped. I just don't remember.
That's pretty inventive, mate. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, it was loud too. I think it was like a 50-watt stereo too, so that thing cranked up, and people heard this garbage that I was playing. Crazy Train was coming out. That's what it was. So that was stuff I was learning, and imagine how horrible that is with a kid when they first started learning that song at real loud levels in your neighborhood. That's pretty bad.
Or with that really clean guitar tone as well at the same
time. So what else is going on with you, man?
Well, I've got this, just released this new solo EP, Unveil, which I'm really, really happy about.
Yeah.
And it's been going really well. I've received some really, really lovely comments and reviews about it, and it was really just something I wanted to throw out there, and just for personal reasons. You know, I wasn't doing it for any kind of monetary benefit.
Yeah.
Just wanted to kind of get it off my chest.
That's kind of how music is these days, yeah.
Yeah, say again?
That's basically how the music is these days. You got to do it for the love of it, not for looking for money out of it.
I do, yeah. If you're doing it for the money, start playing country.
That's right.
And just also got back off of a tour with Tyketto. I just got back last week, been out in Europe for about 6 weeks, and that tour went really, really well.
Mm-hmm. Have you done, you did M3 Fest, haven't you, with them?
Yeah, okay. A couple of years ago.
Yeah, so you got to meet one of the guys who did this show with us, Michael Strong, down at the M3 Fest. So I know he interviewed the whole band there.
Right. Okay. Yeah, he put that. Yeah. In our cabin, our little dressing room cabin.
Yeah. So what's the plan this summer with you? Are you going to take your solo thing?
Well, we've got we're shooting a live DVD with Tyketto in Milan, in Italy, in late April, and it's part of the Frontiers Fest. The record label's putting on a 2-day festival, so it's us and bands like Eclipse, Revolution Saints, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, nice.
So we're basically gearing up for that, and then the summer. I think I'm actually going to be concentrating on this other band that I play in. It's a band out of Chicago that no one knows about because we haven't played a show yet, and it's called Space Wolf.
Okay.
And it's basically like a stoner kind of rock band that I actually sing in and play guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
And we have a lot of fun in that, man. I mean, it's just, we don't take ourselves too seriously. The songs are about, like, Vikings and space exploration and just dumb shit, because,
I hear
you. Rather than, love and breakups and all that kind of stuff, we just make stuff up and have fun. And it's cool. It's kind of like in the vein of Red Fang, The Sword, Mastodon, that kind of stuff.
I gotcha. Also has that nice heavy groove to it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but it's totally melodic as well, because it's ingrained in me that all things are melodic.
Yeah, I understand.
So all the solo sections and all the musical departures and instrumental sections are all like very much like the instrumental stuff that I just released.
Now, is that your push for that in the band? Do they come across as being like they don't really have that ingrained in them, and you're like pushing that into them?
In this particular band, Space Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the rest of the guys in the band, we're like a real mixed bag of musicians. It's a 3-guitar band, so we get a chance to actually really experiment a lot with harmonies and guitar parts and stuff. And nowadays, with the way the bands layer in the studio, it kind of makes more sense to have 3 players in a band anyway. So, and also we all take on singing duties. So one of the guitar players, Ryan, he was in a band called Black Dahlia Murder, which were a huge kind of, black metal band. Brendan and Alex were in a band together called Defcon, which was more like an industrial band. Me, as you know, is the more melodic cock rocker of the band. And Gary is in like a bunch of real progressive bands. So between all of us, we have like a real love of like heavy groove music, but also very melodic vocal ideas. And, harmonically it's very, very melodic. And I probably push a lot of that stuff. If I wasn't in the band, it would probably be really, really, really heavy. So I kind of pull the reins back a little, like, hey guys, let's just let's maybe stick like a nice little breakdown section here and a few like nice chord changes.
They ever just laugh at you when you say something like that?
Sometimes. Sometimes. But like we joke about it. I mean, they're like, oh great, because I played in Nelson, and Kip Winger's a friend of mine and I played on stage with him, and so, they get a kick out of the fact that I'm totally at the opposite end of the spectrum from them. But when we all get in the room together and write, it makes perfect sense. We all completely complement each other stylistically.
That's great. Is there going to be any recorded versions of anything?
We've written a bunch of songs, and we actually went into the studio and recorded 2 tracks live, actually, reel to reel. We just all went in there and jammed it out live. We just haven't had a chance to release it yet, so probably over the next, just after the Tyketto thing gets recorded in Milan, we'll probably release like a little 2-track, like a double A side. And it'll be the first thing that we throw out there. Looking forward to it as well. It's going to be good to have that different side of my personality out there in the void.
That look good in your catalog. Get something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I think it's important. A lot of people say, why do people do side projects and this kind of stuff? And, I guess I don't understand that, musicians sometimes have very, very different styles of what they like listening to, compared to what they go on stage and play. And although that I absolutely love playing Tyketto live and writing and all that kind of stuff, generally speaking, a lot of the music that I listen to at home, which surprises a lot of people, because I don't really show that, when I'm on stage. I'm up there wearing flamboyant 80s style stage pants with fringe and all this kind of stuff on it. And then, I get home and put on my like sort of, black vest and jeans and, upside down crosses, t-shirts and listen to Mastodon while I'm out in my car. But I like it. I like the fact that I'm into all these different kinds of music. There's so much good stuff out there. And if people don't like, really, really heavy vocals, that's fine. I actually have the ability to kind of just dial that out. If things are getting too heavy, vocal-wise, I just dial it out and listen to the music underneath. Yeah. Like, let me think about a band. Like, let's say Between the Buried and Me. Okay. Where some of the vocals is like a little too heavy for me, but all the music that's going on underneath is absolutely awesome. So it's worth listening to.
Oh yeah, a lot of the new music that's out these days that are going like that post-hardcore kind of vibe. The vocals are kind of like real gravelly, but the guitars and the melody lines and everything are really, really good. And it's like the same way you're looking at it. You definitely got to look at it at a different angle. If you're a musician, you do that.
Yeah, just got to. Just give it a chance. Do you know what? I missed out on so many good bands when I was growing up because the clique of friends that I was in said this style of music is better. So I missed out on listening to Megadeth and Metallica and stuff because I hung out with people that were into Poison and Def Leppard and that kind of stuff, and I missed out on listening to some of the early Alice in Chains stuff because people told me grunge was evil because it destroyed the hair metal scene and all this. And the bottom line is, there's great music out there. You just got to ignore what everyone else is saying and give it a chance. There's a lot of great new music coming out, and it's wonderful to see so many bands coming out. Also, where age doesn't seem to matter. You've got bands out there that guys are in their 40s, even 50s, out there playing these festival circuits. It's brilliant.
I like
all kinds of music, all kinds of ages. There's something for everyone.
It's like M3 in Rocklahoma, those kind of festivals like that. Those are the ones that are bringing the older bands back out and keeping that vibe still out there for all of us, our older generation that's in the music. That's sad. You got to think of ourselves like that, though. We're the older ones now.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you know what, man? Like there's new bands playing those styles as well. I'm going into the studio tomorrow to do a guest solo on a band called Kicking Valentina. Great band from out of here in Atlanta. And, they play more like a sleaze rock kind of style stuff, but they're a relatively new band. They're just recording their full second album right now. And they're out there playing it like probably more tight than a lot of these bands that were the bands from back in the day. And they're totally playing that sound. So, people have got... Look, I love these bands, and I play on the circuit with all these bands. But they're not going to be around in 20 years' time. Yeah. Not everyone's Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. Yeah. So you got to support new bands that are out there playing the music. Get out there, go and see the shows, buy their CDs. It still amazes me that people are going to spend $5 on a coffee in Starbucks, but they won't spend $5 buying a new band's album.
That's right. What band do you think is going to be the next one that's going to be taking over? Like, when these bands like Metallica and stuff like that, they retire. Who's the band that we're going to start looking out for? Is it going to be like Avenged Sevenfold or something like that?
Yeah. The new headline bands, Avenged Sevenfold, definitely. I think they're already en route to that anyway. I think Mastodon will be one of them as well. They're slowly getting more and more melodic, and their songwriting is really starting to aim towards. I'm not going to say commercial, but it's just like I think they're thinking a lot more about the tracks as singles, and that appeals to a lot more of a wider audience. If you heard the first Avenged Sevenfold album,
that was rough.
Night and day.
Hell yeah, they're playing. There was a screamo stuff they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. And it was, and I remember my students coming into college saying, "Hey, can you teach me this?" And I'm like, "Damn, what's this?" The players were amazing, but the vocals were. Just really screamy. Yeah. And then bang, they hit that. I think it was their third album, and it was like like a light bulb had gone on for them. And they're like, look, if we're going to actually start making some bank here, we need to start tapping into a wider audience. And let's face it, the wider audience does not really like listening to those kind of vocals. No matter. And I know there's people out there right now probably thinking, you know what you're talking about, man, and I get it because I listen to bands with harsh vocals, but the average person connects with lyrics. And if you can't understand the lyrics, then you're not going to connect to the song.
That's right. I think the producer has a big
input with the band when they're in that studio there. And when they're listening, they're saying, when the band's going there saying, this is what we got. And, then they ask them, now that we got you in here, what can you help us do? And the producer give them insight saying, man, this shit ain't going to work. Let's try this and try that. And I think that was the thing with Avenged.
The producer's role is key, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's another thing because now budgets are kind of coming down because, there's a lot less major label activity.
Oh, yeah.
So to speak. The budgets aren't there for these bands. So what they're tending to do is go into the studio just hiring the engineer, because they don't have the budget for a producer. Yeah. Now, Bruce, the guy that did the last Tyketto album, this guy was amazing, man. I mean, he was very knowledgeable musically. Just had great ideas all the time. So it really helped the band whenever we were hitting brick walls to have that outside opinion that was like, look, I'm going to make an executive decision here. I think you guys are overthinking this. This is what we should do here. And there were occasions where we totally changed choruses, where it just wasn't working. And that's that producer role. They step in and they're like, look, I'm going to be that creative part of your band that's not part of your band, so to speak. I mean, look at all those great producers. Your Bob Ross, Bruce Fairbairn,
the Rick Rubins.
They all had a good role, a very important role within those albums. Mutt Lange.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's he doing these days?
Who, Mutt Lange?
Yeah, is he still with Shania?
I don't know. I don't think so. If he knows what's good for him, he's probably sitting by a pool somewhere, just enjoying himself, drinking a few Mai Tais. That's exactly what I'd probably be doing if I'd made that amount of money.
Because I heard Shania was getting ready to start working on a new record, and if she is, he's probably going to jump back into the control seat over there and just suck up some of that dollars along with his wife, if he's still with her.
Do it, man. Do it. Yeah. Get your points.
That's it. So on your solo one that you have, is there anything like that people should be looking forward to? Is there something that's going to jump out at them that's different sounding, or something different?
With this instrumental album?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what? It's if you're into guitar music in any capacity, whether it is like super melodic, lead guitar, or the neoclassical genre of the Shrapnel Records stuff from back in the 80s, or whether you're into progressive stuff, like Dream Theater, or even like that Liquid Tension project that those guys did. There's all of that in there. It's a very although the styles change from track to track, it's still like a very
it's cohesive.
The body of work it's very cohesive, and I'm really, really proud of it. Every single track that's on there is completely emotionally driven. Like there's a story behind every single song. And on the credits for the digital booklet that goes with it, I've done like a little explanation on what the songs were about and how I wrote them, because a lot of people like reading those liner notes, and most of the time it's half of the booklet is lyrics. Of course, there's no lyrics because it's an instrumental body of work. So it gives you a bit of an insight into what was going on in my head when I was writing these tracks. And the first track that's on there, called Undefeated, was very much inspired from when my father passed away about 5 years ago. So and I really think it comes across, when you listen to it, it sounds like a very, very emotionally driven tune. Unveil is, I always wanted to write one of those kind of neoclassical, old school tunes. And, that's what I did there. I've done a cover of one of my dad's 70s progressive band tunes. He was in a band called Deep Feeling back in the early 70s.
Oh, okay.
They were full-on prog, kind of like Yes and, Emerson, Lake and Palmer and that kind of stuff. And so I did a instrumental cover using like an EBow to do all of the multi-track vocal lines.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible to what
that'd be sweet,
was.
yeah.
It's all quite heavy as well, rhythmically underneath.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a case of, like a lot of the guitar players I grew up listening to, Satriani, people like that, and Marty Friedman. Rhythmically, there's a lot going on underneath them. Like, I spent as much attention to the rhythm section as I did to the lead guitar section. So it's very complex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me anyway.
Yeah.
It's very complex, and the production was just great. I spared no expense. Went into the same studio that I recorded with Fury and Cross, and just went in there and tracked this thing. I got Garrett Whitlock, who's the drummer in Tremonti.
Mm-hmm.
He played drums for me on it, and he did a phenomenal job as well. That guy is just one of the most underrated drummers out there.
Nice.
So, if you're into any kind of emotionally driven music, I think that you'll really enjoy this. I really, really do. And you can go and buy the tracks at chrisgreenmusic.com, or it's on Amazon or iTunes. It's a Chris Green Unveil EP. It's better than a chai tea latte at Starbucks.
I hear you. And I just happen to have a Starbucks gift card. I have a Starbucks gift card right here for $5. I didn't even give me nothing.
There you go. Take it back and get an
I will.
iTunes token.
with your new one here, is this the kind of music on it where you actually can like dim your lights and close your eyes and like get the vibe of the song with it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really a roller coaster of styles as well. Mm-hmm. And I really do think it's good. It's the kind of music that you can crank up in the car, or if you sit with it on the headphones, you're going to slowly notice more and more stuff that's going on within there. I spent a lot of time writing quite complex, like string arrangements on these songs as well. So there's a lot of movement in the tracks. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm very excited about it, as you can tell. So, and I appreciate people like yourself, taking time to, get it heard.
I appreciate music, and when I got your stuff here, man, I'm turned on to it, and this is something where I'm really gonna, go way out of my way of not only listening to more of it, but to really dig into more of your catalog and more of your music, and to re-listen to things over and get a better appreciation for you as a guitarist.
Oh, thank you, man. I mean, I appreciate it. It's all I do, whether it's with my brothers in Tyketto or Rubicon Cross or the solo stuff or Space Wolf. It's all I do, and it's all I love doing.
Nice. Let's see here. Just a couple more things here, and we'll let you get going. But how can people get a hold of Unveil?
So basically, if you go to my website, chrisgreenmusic.com, I actually have I think I've got maybe 10 or 15 of the CDs left. I did a limited edition run of physical CDs, and I sign them and I send them out. So anyone in the continental US, they're only it's like $8.99 including shipping for a CD, or you can buy the music digitally, and you can download a digital booklet. If you go to iTunes or Amazon, you can just download the music, but you don't get the digital booklet. Yeah. So I always recommend people going to chrisgreenmusic.com and getting it there.
Nice.
And you can also, there's also a bunch of stuff on there like videos. I do like a lot of like tuition videos and stuff online. You can find links to them there, and biography, discography. It gives you an idea about everything I've been up to, over the last, 15 years or so.
Nice. Chris, can you do us a quick favor?
Yeah.
Can you do a promo ID for our radio show? Just say your name, you're listening to Maximum Threshold, and throw some crazy out at the end of it. Don't put no thought into this.
Man. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
Okay, this is Chris Green. You're listening to Maximum Threshold. Keep shredding!
That was perfect.
Do you have your guitar plugged in right now? To the Black Star?
Yeah.
Play us something.
Sure, hang on. There you go.
Nice. I like that sound, man. It has some nice sound to it.
I know, it's cool. I've got a little 74 SG here.
Mm-hmm.
Great guitar. And, I'm just plugging into this thing. Overdrive 1, a little bit of delay on it. It's great.
Nice.
Brilliant for just sitting in the lounge and jamming away at the weekend.
Do you have a PRS over there?
Oh, I've got a couple. I've got 3 of them out here, actually. Actually, I've got an obnoxious collection. I have about 160 guitars.
Oh, damn. I understand you too. When you say you have so many guitars, there's reasons for every single one of them, and every single one has a different sound, a different feel, a different vibe. And if you want to play, I know it. I was up to like 30 guitars just for that reason, and I was like, it's time to cut back.
That's the thing, and that's why I grabbed this one, this 74 SG. I would take it out on tour, but the frets are so run down.
Yeah.
And I know it won't play the same if I get it refretted, so I just keep it for little special occasions. Like, have a little tinkle away on it. But it plays like a PRS. You wouldn't believe it. It's an unbelievable guitar.
I had PRS. I don't remember what year it was. It's probably like a 2002 or 2001 or something like that. It had the Dragon pickups in there, and it was a teal black. Oh, I love that guitar. The only thing weird about it is that neck. It's got the wide neck, and I never was really into a wide neck. I think that was one of the reasons why I unloaded that for a Les Paul Standard.
The wide thin necks?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like them, man. Because I came from playing Ibanez, so it was a very easy transition for me to go from Ibanez to PRS. I got like 3 of those 20th anniversary ones that were like 2005 and 2005, 2006, I can't remember. But they're great. I mean, they're my go-to for the acrobatic.
Yeah. It looks good on you, too.
Guitar playing.
That's you.
What's that?
It looks good on you, too. It's like fine jewelry.
Yeah, they it is. It's like a nice little watch or something, accessorized with a nice PRS guitar. Maybe that's the next level of, advertisement for them. Just to go and see accessorized. People walking around shopping malls with PRSs hanging off their backs.
Are you endorsed by them?
I got an artist deal with those guys. I mean, I'm not as big as the Tremontis and Navarro and those.
They give you a good deal on them.
So, what's that?
They give you a good deal on them.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Absolutely. I mean, these are expensive guitars,
yeah, they are.
Man, but like when you have one, you realize why they're expensive.
That's
I get it. When you look at a guitar, it's wood and strings and bits of metal and stuff, and you think to yourself, how on earth can these things cost?
That's right.
$10,000. You think that's a car.
It is.
That's like a holiday to Mauritius with my family or something. But then you play it and you're like, you know what? I'm going to put the holiday to Mauritius on hold. I'm good with this.
Yeah, I had a Les Paul Supreme, and it was a AAA wood, and it was like the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And just holding, I was like, I don't even really think I want to play this, because all I did was just look at it and just admire the wood and the finish and the flames and everything in there. And it was like, and his guitar just played so good, and it's like, well, I ain't gonna never take this out of my house. So what am I gonna do with it? I admire it.
I know. I have guitars like that too, man. I've got guitars that I just don't really want to take out of the house, just in case. Because it seems like, fragile stickers are like code word for throw, at airports. Right. So I just don't like the way that, the thought of, them throwing one of my Les Pauls and the neck breaking or something. I can't handle it.
I understand.
So now I have guitars that I keep in Europe. I bought a bunch of guitars that I just keep in Europe, and they stay there for when I tour, so I don't have to travel with them.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah. less hassle at the airport too.
That's right. Okay, Chris, man, we're going to get going here, but I definitely thank you, man, for being out here talking shop with us and everything you got going on with you.
Thank you for the support, mate. I really appreciate it. Man.
And next, when are you going to be playing M3 again?
I mean, hopefully, we'd love to be playing it as soon as possible. So, I mean, if we could get it this year, it'd be amazing. I mean, we absolutely loved playing there. It's it's in the lap of the gods right now. So fingers crossed this year and next year we'll be there.
I got you, man. Okay, man. Hey, I want to thank you again for being on the show, and definitely stay in touch, man. Welcome. You got my number here, and whenever you feel like you want to talk music or got something you want to promote, I'm always here, man.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Okay, now I'm gonna play Unveil for everybody tonight, so I'm gonna turn them on to it.
Do it, man. Do it.
Okay, man, and have yourself a good one.
You too. Take care, mate.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
We'll be right back. 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 Right after this short break here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Horns up, fists in the air, bitches.
Everybody knows that tattoos are all the rage, and you want to be cool and get a tattoo, but you're not really cool until you got the gear too. So the newest gear, the coolest gear, the hottest gear is United Tattooed Brotherhood, because only people...
Coolest tats got them?
No, only people with tattoos accept everybody. Not everybody accepts everybody with tattoos, and it is a brotherhood.
Yes, it is.
We're all family, and these are available only at utb13.com or at Gen X in Willoughby, Ohio. And you go on there, you can get hoodies, t-shirts, women's shirts, and soon you'll be able to get some hats.
Sweet.
And they're a new sponsor of ours, and check it out. I think they'll really dig it.
utb13.com. Those are the letters. utb13.com. It's United Tattooed Brotherhood.
Yes. Join the family.
Missed the live show? Go to StitcherRadio.com and search Maximum Threshold and listen in today. That's Maximum Threshold and Stitcher Radio. A match made in heaven.
Wondering how you're hearing Maximum Threshold right now? The online 24/7 player. You listen to it live and it's streamed and it's fueled by JWN Media. Once again, it's JWN Media. Check them out if you're looking. JWN Media has reasonable prices for shoutcast feeds. So if you have yourself a show and you want to get on the air, you can do so. You have your music, you want to play it on your website 24/7, you can do that at JWN Media. They'll take care of all your online needs. Once again, it's jwnmedia.com. Tell me you heard about this through MaximumThreshold.net. Maximum Threshold Radio live every Saturday night exclusively here at MaximumThreshold.net. And if you're not listening to it live, you're listening to one of our fine affiliates. Thanks for listening to Maximum Threshold Radio Show and the Maximum Threshold Radio Network.
Have a smartphone, iPod, iPad, or even Roku? Grab the app, tune in, and search Maximum Threshold and hear the show live directly from your device.
Hey, this is Dominic, and whenever I'm strumming my guitar, I'm looking for that sensational sound. It only works the best with SIT strings. Once again, that is SIT strings. Check them out at sitstrings.com. And if you're a guitarist, you definitely want to get these on your axe, because they'll never, ever let you down. Want to text the show? You can text 24 hours a day. Just send a message from your phone at 440-520-1956. Once again, a text number, the show is 440-520-1956. Text the show now.
Phone lines are open. Call now, 440-709-4977. Once again, that number is 440-709-4977.
From your good friends at Maximum Threshold, we'd like to inform you that beauty's only skin deep unless your dog's ugly and then you're nasty from the inside out. You are listening to Maximum Threshold Radio.
chance. You didn't believe me. You can't keep me satisfied. The way that you treat me is not love. That left you standing is not love. That left you cold is not love. Misunderstanding, only a mistake. There's nothing left to take. Why, baby, why did you make me let you go and leave me so lonely? Why, baby, why? Stop playing with my heart. I told you it's not love. Telling you to be this way it's not love. Saying you can never change it's not love. When I told you is he pulling you down, 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 down. What do you want? You can't have me. Well, maybe just tonight. No, I can't. No. No way! I told ya! It's not love. That left you standing. It's not love. That left you cold. It's not love. Misunderstanding. Only a mistake. There's nothing left to take. Why, baby, why did you make
That was some brand new Morning Wagon for you. What you don't know, off their brand new release live at the Cleveland Agora Theater. That's courtesy of Spat Records. You can get that on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, Napster. You can DIY. You can go to Kmart, Walmart. You can go to Home Depot. You can go to your local gym. You can get it. This next clip we're playing for is in memory of the two wrestlers who have recently died, George the Animal and also Ivan Koloff, who died today. So this goes out to them for them bearing a lot of hair.
Good people, I love getting emails and questions from you, my people. So let's do it. Duncan, Minnesota says, Paul, I saw the new Dr. Pepper commercial. Do you like Dr. Pepper? Duncan, Minnesota, I don't. No. I only drink Zima and Smirnoff Ice. Dan W. from Cleveland writes, Paul, I seem to have a little bit of trouble with the ladies, and it could be for a whole number of reasons. But I think it's due to my lack of chest hair. Can you help me? Well, Dan, I can. People, I want to tell you about Paul's Chest Hair Club for Men. It's a highly scientific procedure where they take one chest hair from a donor and implant it on a girly man who lacks chest hair. Then use a shampoo that contains a mixture of soap and beetle dung, and you'll have a chest rug for the ages of 6 to 9 weeks. Good people, I'm not only the Chest Hair Club president, but I'm also the donor due to my plethora of chest hair. Dave in Montvale, New Jersey asked Paul, can you explain the Kiss Fart Freshener? I said, I can. Let's use our good friend Dom as an example. Good people, I've seen Dom's boxers, and they are a mess. So many skid marks, look like bacon strips. What you do is you put this thin, round, charcoal filter in the middle of said bacon strips. So when Dom is wearing them, the filter is flush up against his chocolate starfish. Then when Dom has a Chef Boyardee overstuffed ravioli fart, the fart passes through the filter and then comes out on the other end smelling like Kiss perfume, the jeans scent. But good people, this product failed because people would rather smell like a ravioli fart than Kiss perfume. People, I love you. Enjoy the show.
I want to thank Paul Stanley for that luscious clip. And we're getting out of here, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week. I want to thank the guys over there, Red Rain and Chris Green as well. Man, it was really nice to have you guys on the show. And we'll definitely have you guys on again as a part two-er. And looking forward to that. So I want to thank everybody again for tuning in to this week's edition of the fun-filled Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Coming at you live tonight in Daytona Beach. That's right. So I'll see you guys next week. We're out of here. Have a good one, man. See you on the other side.
You just listened to Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Airs live every Saturday night, 8 p.m. until whenever the fuck they shut up. So tune in.
It is pointless to resist.